Your phone shows 7:18 a.m. No signal bars, no Wi-Fi indicator. You hold it up near the window, the way people do when they already know it will not help.
You assume it is your carrier. These things happen. You put the kettle on.
The kitchen light flickers once, holds, then returns to normal.
You check your banking application. It spins. It does not load. You try a news website. Same result.
You open the front door. Your neighbor is standing in the street looking upward.
Then another neighbor appears. Then a third. Nobody is speaking. They are all looking at the same sky, a sky completely empty of aircraft. No condensation trails dissolving in the morning air. No distant engine hum. No helicopters. Just an unusual, total silence, sitting over the city like something heavy and invisible. You turn on the television. Every channel carries the same static framed message on a plain background. Please remain where you are. Further instructions will follow. No presenter, no countdown, no explanation. The message does not change.
Your phone vibrates once, a single notification arriving before the signal disappears entirely. International communications temporarily suspended.
Then the screen goes dark. Not your television, your phone. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a thought forms that you immediately try to dismiss. This is not a technical fault. European airspace closes simultaneously across 23 countries. No official statement accompanies the closure. Air traffic control frequencies go quiet.
Civilian radar screens across Frankfurt, Paris, Amsterdam, and Warsaw show nothing. Military transponders, operating on separate encrypted channels, begin appearing instead. The Frankfurt Stock Exchange suspends trading at 7:31 a.m. Zurich follows 4 minutes later. London opens briefly, then halts within 11 minutes as automated circuit breakers trigger across multiple indices.
International payment processing systems begin experiencing what financial institutions will later describe only as irregular latency. Shipping operators in Rotterdam, Hamburg, and Marseille receive internal instructions to hold departures pending further guidance. Cross-border rail services between France, Germany, and Belgium are suspended without public announcement. Fuel stations in major cities begin seeing queues forming before 8 a.m. People are not panicking. They are preparing quietly, which is somehow more unsettling. Hospital administrators activate contingency protocols. Emergency generators are tested. Blood supply inventories are reviewed. Satellite imagery circulating among intelligence analysts shows vehicle concentrations near several Eastern European logistics hubs that were not present 48 hours earlier. News presenters, reading from scripts clearly written in real time, repeat one phrase with increasing frequency. We cannot independently verify the reports. Ordinary families sit in living rooms watching screens that offer information without explanation.
Governments are not lying. They are simply not speaking. And in the space between official silence and public uncertainty, something far more dangerous than misinformation begins to grow. Assumption.
Modern continental conflict, according to strategic doctrine developed across the past 2 decades, would almost certainly begin not with destruction, but with disruption. The sequence is deliberate and precise. Financial systems first, because economic confidence is fragile and collapses faster than infrastructure.
Communications second, because isolated populations make decisions based on fear rather than information. Navigation systems third, because civilian and military logistics share more dependencies than most governments publicly acknowledge. Cyber operations running simultaneously across energy distribution networks, satellite uplink stations, and fiber optic exchange points located beneath the North Sea and the Baltic. The first battlefield in a 21st century conflict between major powers is not a field at all. It is informational. It is the gap between what governments know and what populations believe.
By the time any physical military movement becomes visible on open-source satellite imagery, The strategic objectives of the opening phase may already have been substantially achieved. Not through force, through uncertainty, through the 47 minutes when nobody knew whether to call it an attack, a technical failure, or something that did not yet have a name. The infrastructure maps tell the story more clearly than any headline. Undersea cable corridors, energy interconnectors, digital exchange nodes, shipping choke points. Every modern society is a network, and every network has points where pressure, applied precisely, produces consequences far beyond the point of contact. This is not a future scenario. The architecture for it exists today. History teaches us that wars begin with decisions. The next one may begin with uncertainty. Not because Europe went dark, but because nobody knew why.